Never mind. Sentry. Sorry, I was busy reading the thing about filling him. Yeah, what the fuck? Uh... Hmm. On one hand, I have questions. On the other... Maybe I don't. How are you folks doing? How are you folks doing? How's the week for you thus far? Cause mine was... Mine is a little, odd, I must say. Like, Monday? Completely down the drain. I couldn't sleep from the night, between Sunday and Monday, and thus I literally fucking slept through Monday when I finally caught some Z's. So yeah. Today though, I spent most of my time today, painting and, airbrushing stuff. Started working on the other clients, because now I'm doing 2 commissions at once. On the other clients, Tonk and Good Fucking Grief. I mean, I know this is a basic fucking, basic color. I fully know that, but it took me less than 20 minutes, 20 minutes, including setting up a goddamn airbrush. I mean, fucking hell, man. That's amazing. Normally, to get a solid color, especially with the paints I used on this thing, yeah, easily 1.5 hours, cause that kind of requires multiple layers. This fucking put one color, then put another one. That's it. I mean, sure, of course, including the. I mean, sure, I needed to prepare the goddamn paint, and that was a bit of that is always a bit of an uphill battle, at least for now. I'm too inexperienced with airbrush, but eh. Oh, and I also for the client 1, the Tonk is for client 2. Pushed the Nork Dead Dog and his Bullgrin friends a little farther with their skin tone towards the skinhead. I'm also so to joke, of course. I also started repainting their pants, and I am going to draw the goddamn tracksuit stripes on those. Pixaries! Back on the case. More like back on Harry's bullshit. How are you doing, Pixaries? And everyone else, I don't know if I asked. Sentry, neat, yeah! Why? Although, I'm not entirely pleased with the skin tone of my Bullgrins. I might have gotten a little too They're bonding. Come on, Harry. Oh, come on. Even I can lift my fucking legs. You fat ass. See? Kim is not a fucking washout. Come on. Come on, you fucking upturned turtle fuck. You know what? Never mind. Oh, god damn it, Sentry. Pretty good, even though I felt a bit sluggish, but then again, it might have been that today's... Yeah, honestly, that's strange. Usually I'm the kind of a guy that complains about the higher temperatures. I didn't notice the temperature being higher until I went out for the fucking food. Yeah. Then I've eaten my food and fell into a food coma, which by the way is why the stream is 20 something way more than 20 minutes long. Late. Jesus Christ. Although it is nearly 9 minutes long thus far, so yeah, maybe I should get going. You know what? First, I think I'm going to make myself a shortcut.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push the Eternite over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
I like how I like how Harry, you know, just fucking bonked that pain with a garbage bag, and that's it. But yeah, it was pretty damn it was pretty damn warm after all. Although again, I didn't notice it today, which I guess is preferable, cause one of the reasons I fucking hate summer is when shit gets heated here in my goddamn flat. Also, Peak Series, thanks for the 54 months of support. Man, that's amazing. Stuff 7, Disco Disco Partizani. Chłe. I say disco, you say party. Disco, disco, party, party. Yes. Well, now the shortcut. Now we should fucking find out that this has doomed half of the fucking district or something.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
He's in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
He points his thumb at the left and oh right.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Oh wow. Kim. Wow. He gestures for you to squeeze in. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent. Plus a trace of ether. Oh, great. That was strange. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A pile of nasal sprays. Brand name Nosafed Ultra. A speaker. The big kind they use for live music. Oh, I fucking hate that kind, actually.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
Alright. Oh wait, it's a sentry. It's this place. I don't know what is this place. Time to pot. Whoa.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
For some reason, I am looking at his model here, and I'm thinking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know why I'm thinking Give me a second. Kakyoin. I think it's either for some reason his model here reminds me of either Kakyoin or Some other fucking character. I'm not watching JoJo. Fuck off. David Bowie. That's another fucking. Yeah.
And Egghead. Egg!
He yells. The tape player high above his head continues to blast strange music. Jesus fucking Christ, these faces particularly weird.
Together with Acel Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Right.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
I fucking got that, Rhetoric. Why are you here? Just to suffer?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I mean, it is Jamrock after all.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need, the place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
The fuck are you talking about, Andre?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Yeah, we should go there.
Dopeheads!
Burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw and starts cleaning. Come on, Noid. Come on, guys. What?
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that! The word!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burners really are.
Sentry, Andre looks like Rick and Morty. Rick from Rick and Morty. I suppose. I mean, maybe on his portrait, cause his character model absolutely doesn't. No, I'm not buying that.
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Yeah, right, bitch.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
He claps his hands enthusiastically.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Too spooky for me, says Darby. It is indeed. Pretty spooky for me, even. What's the status of the church? I haven't gotten inside the building yet.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
Well, maybe it's fucking good that we haven't tried to enter it because because I have a massive fucking tendency to breaking padlocks on my way.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden, cool, infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you.
It's as if
Fuck.
time is frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air? Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort.
Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in the old eye orb. In the looking ball.
God damn it.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
Ah, goddamn asshole. What is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now?
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Threw him too hard. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You almost eye murdered me. A cop. That's use of lethal force.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
He pulls out some black paper from his belt pack.
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
Warwick. Oof. Ouch. That's the least you could do.
I hope that settles it. Or wait,
Fucking twit. Yo. I wish there were more responses to failed actions. I guess, but, you know... Let me put it this way. It's already fucking light years ahead of the competition when it comes to failures. You know just how failures are portrayed. Like, seriously, thus far I've only really loaded a game once because of a failed check. And that was because it was the Tommy Lehomey fucking poetry check that... for some reason got me unbearably cringe. And I don't know why. It wasn't badly written, but just like, ugh. I don't know, it was a fucking impulse. But I guess it makes sense, it's Hayer's natural response.
the key?
He cautiously hands you the yellow keyring.
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
Yeah, how long have those peoples been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
A fucking week! This is cool. Taking an initiative like this is proper citizen behavior and I endorse it.
Thank you. We just thought it was the right thing to do.
Right. Other questions?
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them, and you want the police involved.
Well, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
The feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
The other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about some thing watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Bullshit.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crabman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Yeah, right.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Yeah, you fuckers are making shit up on the fly, don't you?
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures
Yeah.
and not known for climbing walls.
Ambush behavior. Crabman.
Crabman!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh wow, this is getting flimsier and flimsier.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
I see.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Okay.
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Wow, you can't. But you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
Alright, let's talk about something else before I lose my fucking mind over this idiocy.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastes in the church. Who are these ecclesiastes? Woo! Meth labs essentially. Yeah! Darpix was giant enemy crab. Yeah. With the case of crabs. And crabby behavior.
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Now, humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
Okay. Now, Andre, in your opinion, with this ancient religious organization who anoints the innocents, want a dance club in one of their churches?
Totally.
There isn't a trace of doubt in his voice.
The Pericanassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it. Oh no.
Love is hardcore.
Unity!
Unity!
Fuck Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
No words, enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
I now understand it was lame of me to suggest otherwise, and Nordic music is about love, and so is the Pericarnassian Church.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yeah!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you. nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you can go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What's with all the Nosifed?
The what now?
He leans in to hear you better. Point out the bottles of nasal spray in the corner. The Nosifed Ultra! You have a lot of it lying around!
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuff he knows. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Can I have some? I have some nose problems too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Assay was high, unexplained Nosifed, headphones were sold. Good grief. It's a low chance. You know what, let's try this. Sentry, feel the power!
Okay,
Damn it.
so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress.
What's the gist of it?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well.
Yeah, clearly.
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
No, it fucking doesn't.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
You know what? I'm gonna give it another shot. I have multiple skill points lying around. Cause holy fuck! I mean, oh, that failure check was. Die ganze Truppe fliegt mich. Ah, for fuck's sake! I didn't manage to to read it in time. God damn it, me. Let's try this again, actually.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
He looks excited. The tips of his hair are sharp and white. The bleach has consumed almost all of the toothbrush on the mirror in front of him. Okay, let's try it.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young Speed Freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Ephrata. I could have been captain. Imagine that.
What happened?
Egghead looks serious silently. Ooh. That's a good fucking choice. There's a lot of fucking choices to spin this. I happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
I cannot add the fucking add the fucking Arnold accent. They gave Egghead. At least, well, okay, maybe not Arnold, but so fucking. It's as if someone fucking listened to all the Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations and took them down a notch. If you know what I mean. What the hell? Now, obviously, that might have as well have been 1,000 years ago. But there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points at the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug equipment, ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
Oh yeah? That Nosovet is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
And the distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
There is no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
He sounds tired. In short, you try to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution. Nah, let's not go. Preposterous.
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
You tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you all off to the pen, for starters.
Okay, man, okay.
He raises his hands.
Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. The natural pipeline. First the speed lab and then the... First the church, then the speed lab and then the fucking... We were the spooky narcomaniacs all along. God damn it.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
I wonder why.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for hypnotic music.
Yeah!
The young man's smile widens to inhuman proportions. His teeth beam in the floodlight.
I knew it.
The would-be leader drops his spy head between his knees.
It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for hypnotic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
What's that about a fish?
There needs to be a club for hypnotic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
Do the club party. You have 30 real to help them with. How much is the fish? There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with me. Yes. Oh, how that fucking went. I don't remember the lyrics. I haven't fucking listened to System of a Down in fucking ages. For reasons I'm not going to get into. Lest I die of cringe. I'm not even fucking exaggerating. Good lord. Ugh.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
This will be nothing.
Fuck off, Shivers.
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Giraud and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
Wait, does anyone feel that?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention. But I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs.
He raises his head from between his knees.
We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Yeah! That's it
As
for now.
always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Good fucking grief. Drug-addled wankers. Something wrong with you, something wrong with you, there's something wrong with me.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Like the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker then.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth.
Oh.
You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Take another look at the boring padlock for absurdity's sake.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built.
Oh, okay.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow...
Right.
something blindingly...
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree, it's very modern. But does the cheery guy not know he's dead? Or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here, Kim?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
That deadly flat, I am sick of your shit, Harry voice. Oh my god, that was amazing. Okay, let's peel off the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Ah, nah, Sir Sandry. Kim ain't sick of it. Oh? Kim is just trying to be a professional. Yeah, right. And that's why he's fucking sick of it. You can't convince me otherwise, Ree. Put the sticker on your ledger, right on the cover.
Voila. Looks very modern.
Oh.
You're part of the Future Brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
I mean, he does listen to the speeder radio, and then denied it. Obviously, he has a free spirit. Oh, I know, I take the piss.
Feels like electricity, and a very small piece of nothingness.
Let's go.
On the
Great
doors.
whistle there rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
Heart of Darkness. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, okay. I already like the music in this place. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Turn up the music! Where? More of the forked lightning pattern is so outside. Bog beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. Not like the in-game music, but the turntable. Yeah, I figured what you meant. Oh, wait, that... Oh. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. The fuck? The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs into it. Why?
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums.
What the hell?
It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands?
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
The fuck? Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
What's happening, Kim?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. And it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing, on its premises.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Try to see beyond the shadows. Fuck. Oh, it's a red check. Oh, fuck, I've forgotten. I have a thought that makes it
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
Hey, T12. Why would a church ban singing? Because they're the church. Try to make out something. Okay, what's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
Try to make out something. Anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
He follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing. Blink. Oh. What the
You
fuck?
see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
What the fuck is that?
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
I am concerned. Oh no! A crackhead! No, I'm just going... Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. I figure drone and frost on the window, depicting a deer. Oh. Mask banger silk scarf. Alright. A cracked pane of glass. Jesus Christ. Hey, Sadrex. What's up, man? How did the WTF go? A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Ah, yes, the pillar of Eternite. Heyo. Hey, hey, hey. Banger's red brogues. I'm not sure how to fucking pronounce that. Brogues? I'm not sure. Ooh, more money. Profits were 60% better than the... Ooh. So... Not on... Oh, wait. A radio computer. Cold wind blows in from the broken gallery. Makes your skin crawl. A portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. The fuck? So around 2k more, or 2.4. Damn. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, that's on me. Radio computer or the giant hall?
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Hey, so hey, it went better than you initially thought, didn't you? Well, you know, at least judging on how you felt about things last time we talked about it. So hey, congrats, dude. Kinda envious.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
No.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you.
Look up.
The woman looks down at you, standing there. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye. Of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive.
Huh. It's morning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same?
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times as you stand in the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles, her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Wait, what exactly is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A tyrant?
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate inauthentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities.
Oh.
What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Oh, fucking hell. I really dislike the sound of it, actually. Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay. When did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Seren, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also, that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history, the DeLorean era.
Wow, okay.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Why the fucking lungs? What the hell?
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Rial Belt.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But although she's often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her Therias.
The what?
She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What the hell? Yep, that's I should absolutely not be surprised by this sharp turn.
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity.
Seven Nation Army, eh?
Suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity.
Ah, fuck. Oh, it gets worse. How the fuck everything we delve into gets fucking worse?
She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum.
Encyclopedia, don't you think that the war crime spot is a little more important? Darth Pixel, because of course it does. Yeah. Yeah, it does seem to be. Oh dear.
Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
The lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Yeah. Huh, interesting. Playing Arcos messes up my internet connection. I'm going to say that sounds very fucking suspicious, my man. He's not human.
Okay.
He takes his glasses off to clean them. Then, after a while, he says,
This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
reconstruct the cracked glass.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a light motif below them both.
What shattered this mosaic?
Unknown. A motor carriage, a gunshot,
A motor
someone
carriage?
falling into it, or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break.
Of course the interfacing started with the motor carriage. Yeah, it's also our fucking fault. Who is this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
Fuck, this is actually getting a little too bright. This is a little too bright for my eyes, actually. The motto, what does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau.
Okay, this time I'm completely stumped.
And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Something the world, the grey, something the grey, or maybe that aforementioned pale, the new world.
After life,
Oh,
death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
oh my gosh, says Sarax. What's up? Who designed this? Who? What's on your mind, Sarax? Because I don't know if you're talking about Disco Elysium or what are you talking about? Yeah. Ah, it was really... Hey, I still appreciate your input, Warwick. It would be helpful if I fail this check, lol. Then again, I would probably, from what I'm seeing, I would probably need to fucking roll two once. Sadrax, the fucking laptop Huawei car had power sa- No fuck. What? So. Oh wow. I actually no. I should have a, I should have a spare fucking cable if you can. If you have. I should have a spare cable if you need one. Oh, this sucks. As Dark Big Series. Oh fucking wow. But yeah, I have a fucking spare cable if you wanted to if you would like to plug directly into modem, if that's even possible in your case. No, get this. It's on by default. I turned it. I mean, yeah, I figured the power. Yeah, I figured that the power saving mode is on by default. I figured that. Lieutenant, this used to say after
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
Okay, what is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
I am just highlighting this option. I'm cool.
Ice cool.
Step back.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
Turn away. Oh.
The precarious world. How not to lose? It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
I've gotta say this actually hits. With how my psyche is recently, this actually really hits. To change the subject a little, I actually realized by accident, doing something for the review, that this was actually made with Unity. So, another good game made with that piece of shit. Taras, still messes up. I'ma read about it later. For now, I'ma play more Arkelos. It is real fun. Hey, enjoy it, man. If I become a flock of seagulls, will I have a weird hairdo? Oh god, I just imagined a seagull with those glorious higher sideburns. That no, just no. The bonuses? Oh. Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. Oh dear. Okay. So for the critical failures, we're running from 3% to 1/12, which is 8 something percent. Right. Sup, nerds? I'm a bit tired, but okay. Oh, that's fine. If you're tired, there's a good chance that you've spent your fucking day swinging, unless you're just tired by the principle of just existing, like moi, which is bad. Total Warhammer DLC reveal. Land ships are real! Empire sweep! I beg your pardon? Although I did hear something about... I did see something about the DLC, but I don't know. Total Warhammer 3, so that was bad. Right. I have 4 spare skill points. You know what? Let's throw something new. Maybe not authority. Fucking penalty. Some kind of superstar. That -2 I can set off by gear, I believe. Mandela fucking called it. Oh yeah, he did joke about the land ships in the Total War Warhammer 2 review. I think. It's been a while. Indirect modes of I still find it funny that indirect modes of taxation gives you a temporary research bonus of -2 empathy. Also, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't read. -1 suggestion. That would be nearly fucking free. Well, maybe. Yeah, magnesium, right, actual odd degree. Politics is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer than when they stick to your worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are Signal Blue. And they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? I mean, it's just 1 hour 2. Yeah, let's go for the Kingdom of Conscience. Let's hope that I will not need any half-light checks. Okay, that was a little fucking creepy. At first, the thumbnail for the Kingdom of Conscience was specifically this. And it's immediately changed. Dwarves also got Slayer Pirates. And the Goblin Hewer. Fucking machine gun axe thrower. What? That sounds like what? That sounds rough. Right. One composure, -1 savoir-faire. What do I have around my neck? Oh right, a +2 to drama. 1. What? Okay. Oh, the authority is lowered by the T-shirt of Man from Heimdall. Sorry, trying to figure out. Oh, I keep forgetting that I keep running with the +1 to half-light gloves. Well, now it's gonna mostly offset stuff, I guess. Oh. Oh right, I've forgotten about the public library thing from the dead cunt.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Respect.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Alright, that's actually useful.
We should first decide what to do with the body before taking any other actions. Let's take another look at the body and talk things through.
Fuck him. Hey, that's something. Now, what worries me is this radio computer here. What the heck? Oh, well, the skeleton of it, I think.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in Doomed Commercial Area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He specs the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Huh. Let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Play?
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Wait, what?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Ah. Okay. That was right. I have no idea what the hell is. Well, I suppose we need to talk to a crackhead.
Is that looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The Crab Man.
Say nothing, be quiet for now.
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem, and it's been getting out of hand lately, but,
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence, and you don't even know it.
I see we found that spooky guy. Yeah, and, at least based on Kim's comments, Sentry wasn't even joking. The guy is a fucking crackhead. Oh no. Rain, more patronizing. So original.
I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Anyway. For some reason I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. Wait, what?
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
The Aita is Grandma?
Wait, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
I don't like where this is going. Are we going to fucking proceed proceed into age of consent talk? Because yeah, no comment, Duffix, says Duffix series. Yeah, same. And you don't know where she is.
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, Who is she?
I'm afraid not, Ese. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs.
Or search through her radio computer.
Have you by any chance heard the Viejita say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Ese. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes identifying regional trends, in the interests of public safety, of course.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
You must be the crabman.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures? Point at the nearest pillar.
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
You got some... We seem a tad derivative.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
I don't think you're listening to the words I'm saying, Tiago.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name is Javier Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant W. Freighter.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He sounds melancholy saying this. His limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
This mother of silence, you mean her? Point to the window.
No. There's a new god in town. And she can't be painted or sculpted. Because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end.
3 loons in the tent and 1 in the church? Yeah. Jesus Christ. To quote a certain famous survival horror game. Must be on drugs.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Yeah, that sounds like you switched one drug for another, man.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very own self.
Faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I'm still hungover from it.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
Let's agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Are these
I
yours?
know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Where they included both takes in one by accident. Accidents happen. Are these yours? Especially, you know, with the amount of the fucking voice material they had. Jesus Christ. Are these yours? Show him the scarf and the shoes you found lying around.
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Cheers!
They look pretty dapper, actually.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence. Right. Enough. Anyway, right. Right. I had other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here for a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Police raid, what the fuck? So I may have obtained some extra Knights of the Blazing Sun from Ericas's rocket head. Man. Don't end up like me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm at a point where sometimes going out to eat anything is troubling to me, cause I've started feeling particularly anxious to spend a fucking dime, you know. I have a surplus model and I was considering an alternate color scheme to try and paint. Okay. What do you feel like? I don't know. I don't remember the Blazing Sun scheme, but sick. This one's quite cool. Quartered white and green and emerald green. Just throwing a thought. Was a joy to fuck around with. Although that might be also kind of because of me trying out a painting technique that actually made this really smoother to paint than normally, you know, just having the fucking not only a quartered but also with white. Modern Blazing Suns are black plate and golden decorations accents. Ah, I see. So basically the fucking interpretation. So basically Nilfgaard from The Witcher. I see. Old Blazing Suns were entirely gold armor. Of course. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
So, what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Oh! Sorry, that gave me a pause because that's... Okay.
I think we're done here, Essay.
The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
The 90s models have a Pegasus motif on their helmets. And I'm guessing the Pegasus is probably in silver, given that gold was the main scheme in the old Blazing Suns Knights. Alternatively black. Oh?
Hey, Her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the Headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long dead historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily.
I should, yes. This is a task of mine now.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
Are you fucking kidding me? I cannot wait for...
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
Like, I can't give this figurine to her.
Why?
Because she's a stained glass window?
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like, what? Is the task still on?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already.
Of course.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression. The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Rockhead. Not quite. On the one that I do have an official painted example, the horse part is white, light gray, and the wings... Oh, wait, sorry. Alright, Pegasus motif. Right. White, light gray on the... Alright, I mean, on gold, it's... White is close to silver, so... That's another fucking... Right. Dark Pixels. Well, that was something. Not sure what, but certainly it was something. Yes.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout?
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used a crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simor for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Suliswav is actually a name that rings familiar?
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
If you know what happened to what happened with the Disco Elysium team, that's wow. Wait a minute.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Fair point. Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Yeah, that's the fucking same thing I thought, hearing the name Soliswav and yeah, read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right, towards the silence.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
What the hell is going on?
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Oh. Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
You must be describing SL.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into the radio computer, and the storekeeper must be playing songs.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Nah.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Yes. Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
Beg your pardon?
Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Shalom. You're gonna ignore... I see.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
Tiberi looks out from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life. Oh, hey, Ossex. What the? Harry became a priest now. Haxer, Norton Commander, and inverse colors. Why? Right, and to get back to Rockethead messages. Sorry, I was engrossed. With the modern colors, the golden Pegasus would look pretty nice. I mean, yeah, if the armor is black, then gold details on black do look pretty nice. Although I would if you know, wait, give me a sec. Modern Blazing Sun are black plate and golden decorations accents. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that. Yeah, never mind. Or I may make the wings actual feathers. Why? To annoy her, of course, and install Windows 3.11 when you're at it. Oh Christ! How are you, Ossex?
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now, please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
I'm not sure Windows exists in Discover. I'm pretty sure Pixaris, I'm pretty sure Ossex would know that. You know, it was a joke. You see. Surviving, bare minimum. What's going on, dude? Wanna talk about it?
What is it?
The woman is still hunched over the keyboard, gently illuminated by the purring machine. I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
It does not look like a big loss to her. Hey, are you the lead programmer of Wirral Untethered by any chance?
Yes. Or, no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal. Windows in Disco Elysium would be called Winux, I bet. Oh Christ, that would be... That would be Alt F4, uninstall, ask a refund level of, yeah. All sucks. Yeah, just tired. Also, sorry, but I had to... Yeah! Yes. Just tired and work situation is shitty. I've heard a singular rumor, that's it. Could use a half a year off. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Ossax? gives a nodding, a knowing look to the camera. Vox Orbis. I see what they did there. What did they there? I'm actually fucking oblivious for once.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager.
Yes, that's when most of us fucking started.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the Crabman?
Nope.
But you know he's around.
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
Okay, it's probably not a big deal then.
No. You're right. I'm not.
What? Have voice trails of as she bends over to tinker with the machine's printer. Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
RAIN prefix that's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the antenna is its processing unit?
Yes. You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
It has stopped working now. I don't really know much about anything in this world, to be honest.
Alright. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Wait, what's on air? What the hell do you mean?
On the front. The unified front of radio waves. Licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means.
Huh. That's a little more than just a little out there, I'm afraid. Sentry, is she stupid or autistic? Oh my god, I hate her, continues Sentry. Yeah, I was about to say, she doesn't sound like a 16-year experience of programming. Even factoring potential autism. Hello? Crabman, you've seen him, says Osai. Yeah. I haven't talked to him. It was an experience, alright. Cloud computing. Oh god. Fucking hate that.
Like love.
Fuck off conceptualization. And the AR-1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
I mean, to be fair, you could argue that's what I'm doing right now. But hey, what are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
On what?
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Sentry, Crabman is the wrong word. Crackman. I mean, if faith and religion is crack, then I suppose yes.
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
Isn't your RAM Prefect radio computer made exclusively for the government use?
So you do know something about computers. You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
And you work for the government?
No, I don't.
So why do you have it?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and Reims Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards, so I had to upgrade. Besides, owning a Reims prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see Ream prefects in every police department, for example.
How did you get your hands on it?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade Reims Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as Reims Civic, so it's kind of a rip-off. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain.
Right. What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my Reims prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Why? I thought faith was opium for the masses. Okay, yeah, it's not crack, but opioids. Okay, smarters. Okay, Marxist centric. Is it water cooled? Piss in her water bottle. You know, it would be glorious if that was a fucking option.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Right. I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
She rolls back into the glowing terminal. What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says, ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
I beg your fucking pardon?
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what?
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
A hole in the world? What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Not entirely correct, but alright. Sorry, that's me. My empty head, to be exact. Cavity inside my head causes radio wave anomalies, says Ossax. Don't be that harsh on yourself or you'll end up like me.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer.
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
You measure it by collecting data on its surroundings, on that which exists.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence. To find out where it begins.
Wait, are you fucking telling me that's...
Hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
And that's why there are no ripples on that water, because there's no sound in that particular area, and thus because there's no sound and thusly silence, there's no Wait, is that hole in our world square by any chance? Like that square-shaped bullet hole from your old case? Oh! She wants to find a fucking spot that has no sound. Ah! She should be smacked. Why, though? Why are we shouting?
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at her circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
He looks up, trying to pierce the pitch-black heights above, but without much success. I literally have a fucking flashlight! Trying to measure the size of something that you could measure more easily. Elaborate sentry. Instead, she set up a biggest terminal to remote into the radio cloud.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
A bunch of dishes with water in them. Yeah. Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to cease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe. But it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think Crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space.
BSPs?
And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world. For now.
Great. Thanks.
Right, I'll let you work in peace now. This is absolutely not what I thought this was gonna turn out to be. Huh. Stand in that fucking hole, flip her while you're in it, find that hole and plug it and watch her lose her mind. Yeah, I made a fucking mistake earlier on today's stream. I fucking picked up the red check when I was still undergoing through the precarious world. Show her what mankind can do. But yes. Gonna sort of, and actually I think I'm gonna return to the dead cunt. So there's a fucking ripple and in reality. And the Rafters man is talking about a new deity that will burn and reshape the world. Yes? I do not like this implication. Yes. There is no ripple in reality, says Sentry. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. What? There's someone who likes climbing and got too high once.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright, we've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean. And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
And a programmer who is too autistic to learn something that is not programming. Hey, fuck you! I'll have you know that I know plenty about history and chemistry and mathematics and literature, at least used to about the literature, and a lot of other fucking things outside of programming. Thank you. Oh? That's Noland I have no idea how to pronounce it. An unsuccessful model. Alright, okay. Schwabe the electric... Oh, no, okay, No. I'm not touching electrics. For a very simple fucking reason. I will probably harm myself. Wait, that's the...
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said.
Right, I'm gonna leave it for now. Right, inspect the traps, Land's End, far north, we already took care of that. The one just set up, we are next to it. Near the boathouses, west of the Feld building. This is the Feld building. What the fuck were the boathouses? Oh, maybe this is, Oh yeah, okay, they meant this building, right. I thought the one with the massive mural.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Oh, hello, metal-loving hippie. How's it going? Started out of Chernobyl last night, and God, I love it. Great to hear. How far are you? How are you finding it? Other than, you know, you loving it. Maybe I can provide you with some tips, so to speak. And again, did you thoroughly search through the rookie village in Cordon? Don't worry, Schwaber, says Sentry. I've touched the mains multiple times and I'm somehow still alive. Sentry, you're talking to a man who finds a way to fucking to fucking create culinary catastrophes that would that you know, on the scale that on such a scale that I used to fucking that I used to fucking joke that a goddamn FSB is begging me to share my secrets with them. Because, you know, of just how fucking lethally poisonous my culinary shit is. Here's the thing. I am almost equally as shit with electronics, so... No chicky bricky! All sex. Finds battery, electrocuted. Go fuck yourself, all sex. You don't have to. Fuck you. A loving hippie. I searched the whole village and found everything I could. Did you find the armor? Kept dying to radiation and discovered artifacts can give off radiation. Yeah. Yeah, they can. But you can also find artifacts that passively reduce the rads. Even still in the cordon. Although it might take a while to find them. There's one stash, however, where I'm pretty sure that there should be a fawn. Fawn being one of those artifacts that lower the rads. I messed around for a while practicing and doing side quests, so I'm on the way to meet them all now. Alright, alright. First time Stalker is an experience. Enjoy it, says Ossex. Yeah? Yes, it is. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, also remember that when you're in the inventory, you know, after you pick up weapons with the right, you can right-click on the weapons in the inventory and you can unload them. It is very fucking important for the starters. I found this artifact that's supposed to be super rare. Gives off like 400% health regen. It's not super rare. It's a meat chunk. But I usually keep one of those health regen artifacts on me. I mean, not equipped. I mean, in my inventory, you know, for the cases, like for the cases in which I can just sit for a few moments, taking a breather, and I need to regenerate health. Otherwise, yeah, absolutely don't have any of those in combat. Not a death sentence, no, but it's gonna make you way squishier Oh, it looked like a golden leaf to me. I understand, but it's called meat chunk. And it is a yellow blob of calcified flesh, basically, if I recall correctly. Lamarche Faber dunking. Let him enjoy the damned. I'm just giving him. I'm just giving him advice because the health artifacts are are definitely something that that new players have make a mistake of using the wrong way. Unless you're talking about the fact that that I said, oh, that it's not really that rare. I mean, okay. In the beginning of the game, it is rare. I'll give you that. Especially when you're still in Cordon. All I know is it was worth like... It's not bucks. You fucking wish it were dollars. It's rubles. And I contemplated selling it. Your call? I would keep it. I would keep one on me. Unless you find a soul. Which, basically, a lot of artifacts in the game can be thought of as linear progressions of certain bonuses. Like with the health region, you have a Stone Blood, 200 plus 200 region, Meat Chunk plus 400, and Soul, which is plus 600. So they get better bonuses with. While keeping the same level of debuffs. I found it outside of garbage near the wreckage. Alright. You think if we took a typical Polish sausage and let it stay inside Chernobyl zone for a week, would it turn into a precious artifact? No. It's still, it's still, yeah. Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
The lieutenant takes a note, more out of habit than duty. How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I am quite enjoying it myself.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Fuck you, Kim. He smiles and raises his collar. It is windy. Metal loving hippie. Sorry for postponing. Hey. Metal loving hippie. Chillax. If I would have any issue, I would gently tell you, you know, something along the lines of no. It's okay. And besides, I know that's like the second time you're visiting my streams, but it's actually it's actually quite often that people talk about things not connected with the game I'm currently playing, or similar, or similar stuff. Rockethead, for example, earlier we had a discussion about the Blazing Knights in Warhammer Fantasy because he's really enjoying them, and he actually found some recaster in his you know, that could get him those old sculpts in Italy, if I understand correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, Rockethead. I'm trying to pay attention, but with ADHD it is sometimes fucking difficult to not mess things up. Am I too early in, or do those military guys go away at some point? They don't go. Let me put it this way. They don't go away unless Local fantasy empire enjoys as rocket. Yeah. Kim is love. Kim is a saint. Yeah. You're lucky to have Kim, true. I'm tired of dropping 500 every time I need to go back and turn a mission in. Okay, they don't go away. I'm gonna say there are 3 ways past that mound, that fucking entire train line. All right, so it's time to get my AK to work on those guys. Matter of fact, those guys are usually the way I am getting the AK in the first place, but that's besides the point. There are 3 ways past. One of them, I'm pretty sure you are given by Sidorovich. It's a tunnel to the west of the military checkpoint. There's gonna be behind the abandoned, decrepit farm buildings. But are close to that checkpoint. It's behind there, and there's a passage through. Through there. The one problem that is that you will encounter there, other than the pack of dogs, which not much of a trouble if you have enough shotgun shells, and you know what you're doing. The one problem that might pose some challenge when you start is that that tunnel is full of electro anomalies. The thing is, they have a pattern, so to speak. It's a small puzzle. It's a small puzzle to overcome. That's one passage, and the other passage is to the far east of the military checkpoint. That, on the other hand, has a problem of significantly higher radiation levels in that crossing. Also, you might need to fight some boars en route, and possibly dogs after you pass. So, yeah, all 3 passages are so basically, it's literally pick your poison kind of deal. The military guys at the start will be rough to fight because they will be significantly tankier than you would like them to, given the available weaponry. The Electro Anomaly passage is nice for going from the Corden Village side towards the garbage. Not necessarily as nice the other way. And like I said, there's boars, radiation, and dogs on the eastern one. Alright. I tried going through a tunnel past them and got clapped by electricity. Yeah, like I said, it is a puzzle. But it is doable. There is a rhythm to this. It takes some figuring out, but... hey. They tried. Also, Harrier is... oh, right, sorry. Harrier is true neutral, let's be real. Sentry. Nah, Harrier is anything but neutral. Harry is chaotic. It's... oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't read that. My bad. Actually, I ended up killing them, but I reloaded myself since they didn't drop anything good. And I was worried about making the military mad. I mean, let's be fucking honest. They're gonna make them mad either way. I am kinda proud of you that you even figured out that that you realize that those guys can be talked with if you don't approach them with weapons out. Oh, right. It's just a bit of a shame that this is not...
sunset.
It's just a shame that that kind of thing isn't used in other situations. At the same time, I can understand why. But yeah, you ended up killing who exactly? Are you talking about killing the military at the central passage? Not really a plot twist, but these are basically the only military guys that can be passive towards you. I'm just... yeah, the checkpoint guys. Yeah, no, military is fucking hostile they are fucking shit on sight everywhere else. They are basically the only fucking place in the entire zone where the military is not gonna be can be reasoned with, and that's only because of the bribes. Yeah, Hey, idiot Doom Spiral, I might have found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
I found a little more than I bargained for.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, there was a dead body nearby.
What's that got to do with my jacket?
Probably nothing. Forget about it. Give him the jacket. I thought it's gonna be. I thought it's gonna be about the bird shit it's covered with.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
He hands it to you.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Maybe. Be seeing you. Grateful prick. Oh, call up, Mikhail! Of course. God damn it. Ooh, tear! What are those doing in the fish? Wait, what? Oh! Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. Yeah, what are those doing in the fish? The fuck? I wanted to kick this guy in my game. The idiot Doom Spiral. I kinda liked him. Until this moment, cause I mean... I get you, but like... Then again, he is coming from a managerial position, so yeah, I shouldn't be surprised that he'd be an ungrateful fucking twat. Is there a new trader or town near where I'm going next? Going to meet Mole now, and I'm tired of having to run back to Sidorovich to sell and buy. Not for a while. Not for a while. That said, I'm gonna put it like this. You are going to find a lot of stuff. And you will be in no position to return with gear. Or back out. What I'm trying to say... That is a good fucking moment to learn inventory management. I hope I'm not sounding too condescending. I seriously do hope that's not the case. But yeah. Ooh. Oh wow.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Illisible.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I've questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Cheeky lass.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Fuck you, logic. Osax, I liked him until some moments. No spoilers of... Alright. Metal-loving hippie. I tried loading myself up to sell all guns I found. Got to 60 kills and my guy froze. Yeah, that's... I mean... I warned you. Past 50 you already start having problems, and at 60 you stop in place. Nice sword. Pointed the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Huh.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold! Point at the expression on your face. Her eyes meet yours, and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed in a while. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a stroke, but thank you.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
Little loving hippie, I have the storage unit at the garbage loading with SMGs and shotguns I found, so by storage unit I mean I suppose you mean some kind of a place where you're just dumping the excess. Yeah? Yeah, that's a decent idea. Garbage can be intimidating in the early stage game, but oh god, there's one. So, where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why? If they're thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Oh.
The harbour seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it and onto the beaches of Revachol. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Ah, shit.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
God, that is so fucking true. Of working folk not having luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. The only reason I can afford any kind of this luxury is because I have a loving father. Fuck depression. I'm saying I can afford the luxury. I don't try to say that I enjoy the fact that I can afford it. I would absolutely love to change it, but that's a longer topic enough for today. At Loving Hippie, when I loaded into garbage for the first time, got stuck in a death loop because there are some hogs and bandits at the start. Oh, the boars. Oh, okay. That's what the boars have been just unfortunate. Don't have enough ammo to take everyone out, so I run through them and let everyone kill off each other. I mean, how many rounds did you have? And why did you think going to a new area on this kind of low ammo is a good idea? But then again, hey, the zone teaches the lessons the hard ways. But I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying, you know, receiving them.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
He glances at the village where two little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Oh. That's good, I suppose. I mean it in the sense that it's good to know that yeah. 31 9x18 rounds. It should be enough for taking out those 3 dipshits at the start with if you fucking focus on headshots. Although that is a low number in general. Did you do some fucking exploring in the cordon? As for the boars, the way I usually deal with the boars is I stand my ground with a double-barreled shotgun. And I actually let them charge me because one shot to the head with a sawn-off is usually enough. Sometimes you need to double tap. When there's multiple, well, then you have to fucking dodge the others after you take them out one by one. But yes.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
King's presence make it awkward. You know what? I'm gonna say be seeing you for now. Master is still whooping my ass. Gotta practice my headshots and get better with them. Honestly, although I have played on lower difficulties, I played on lower difficulties in the past on fucking ancient versions of the game is what I'm trying to say. I have to say it was a little torturous, and I actually genuinely think playing on Master, while yes, it might be feeling like it's whooping your ass, it's kind of smoother. It's kind of smoother. Gotta practice my headshots and get better with them. Yeah. Still getting used to the crazy gun sway. It's okay, one thing, oh right, you're playing on a console, aren't you? With automatics and rifles, I usually, given the fact that I'm playing on PC on my keyboard, I'm using the 9 and 0 keys to swap to the semi-automatic from full auto. I just prefer that, and if possible, trying to fucking tap, you know, with some somewhat slow rhythm. That is, of course, unless I'm getting caught in a close fucking distance, in which case,
Kingdom of Conscience. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change. not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the Coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on Earth.
Moralist dialogue options, heal +1 morale, right? Oh! Ooh, okay, learning cap for volition raised to 5. I need to check with the learning cap for logic is how that was changed, because because this is the fucking to me as a programmer this just screams like potential fucking errors. I'm using semi myself. Easier to shoot and conserves way more bullet. Yes. Yes indeed. In the cordon you might be able to find PB1S, the noiseless pistol. It's close to your shitty starting Makarov, but it's a little more accurate. And I don't know, just from my fucking experience, I'm usually doing a little better, especially in the start. Like the breaking out Nimble quest, I think I died once in the past 5 years, 6 years, using that thing, just that fucking thing at the start. What does that? Anyway. Right, what I wanted to check out... Those are actually decent, especially that Volition. Okay. Okay, they did not... They did not... They did not make a bug over here. Make a bug. Yeah. No, wait, that's logic. Wait, that was for logic. Yes, learning cap for logic. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's 11:05. That's sadly the point where I should be finishing. I need to find a way to get to get some authority. Although with the Precarious World thought completed, it might already get me some little more leeway with that, but we're gonna see. Anyway, yes, like I said, it's 11 p.m. I gotta be finishing. I gotta finish for today. I gotta finish for today, and yeah. Thanks for joining me. I will be back. I'll be continuing from here on Thursday. Thursday, 8 p.m. my time. Cheers till next stream, says Ossax. Warwick, thanks for the stream, Schwaber. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. I'm glad you folks joined. Ah, good grief. Although I must say, this last few streams have been a little slow. A little strange. But yes, have a good night, everyone, and yeah, see you back on Thursday. See you back on Thursday. We're gonna be continuing from here, and yeah. Oh, just realized that this is after the next week. After this week, I will be taking a week of my regular Twitch break from streaming, cause yeah, just for the sake of regular maintenance, so to speak, and just not burning myself on the one thing that I still enjoy, cause, to reiterate, fuck depression. But yeah, I'll catch you next time. Hey, you're absolutely welcome to visit. And yeah, I'll be interested in more of your stories from the zone. Hope you and everyone has a good night. Same buddy. Same buddy. Have a good night as well. Appreciate the tips and letting me ramble. Of course. Hey, if listen, you may ramble on my streams as long as you're not being too much of a dickhead, and as long as you're not spoiling me, because then I'll fucking kill you. I'm joking, or am I? Have a good night. And see you on Thursday. Cheers, guys.